Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Stark, your English teacher for Intermediate English A, and I am just going to talk about the GUM video sessions that we will have throughout this year. And this video session doesn't really have any assignment or anything you have to do. It's just an introduction session to get you familiar with how these video sessions overall in general are going to be set up this year so that you're a little more familiar when you get to the actual sessions themselves. When we have a video session, I'll list the overall topic or chapter that we'll talk about, and then we'll go into pre-lesson. And here I just want to kind of get you thinking, asking you some questions about that rule, the general rule that we'll be going over, to kind of access what you've learned before. Then we are going to go into learning goals. So this means what you might get out of this lesson, what you might learn from the lesson. We'll talk about materials that you need, and it's pretty much always going to be from the Green English Language Handbook. Also in your lessons it says the BK English Handbook. That's that green one with the geometric pattern on the front. I'll also list the pages specifically for you to look at throughout the lesson and which page to start on. And then we'll have an assignment alert. So each lesson, each video session, you're going to have an exercise where you'll write usually a couple of different sentences and enter them into a Google Doc form that you'll submit to me, and that helps me just to see how well you're learning that rule, the material that we're going over. They shouldn't take you too much time. They should be fairly quick and easy. They do vary from the amounts of sentences that you have to write, from maybe like 2 sentences to 8 sentences. It really depends on what we're going over with that session. And if you're really struggling with it, please don't hesitate to let me know. Stop by my live help and we can go over those rules a bit more. Next, you might have a review. This isn't necessarily for every session, but if I see that it's necessary to review a more basic topic that you might kind of know about, or maybe if you don't know about it, that's okay, just to kind of give you an overall idea of what that is. And then we'll go into more in-depth similar topic after that for the lesson content. So going into the actual rules that we'll really be focusing on, first I'm going to kind of have you look at the term itself and think, what could that term mean? The rules are named the way they are for a reason usually, and I just want you to guess at what that term is and what it's might mean about the rule itself. Then I'm going to have you look in your book. Again, that's the Green English Language Handbook, at a specific page, and I want you to study the information, the definition for the rule, and practice the exercises in the book. Get to know what the rule is about. You may have already studied this in your grammar lessons online. We'll be going over the same exercises that you go over in those OLS grammar lessons. But then we're going to go a little more in depth. I'm going to try to give you some more things to remember about the rule, more visuals to help you with it, other examples that are not in the book that I've created that might help you understand the rule a bit more, because I know GUM or grammar is a really difficult subject area for a lot of people, both kids and adults. So don't feel like you're the only one struggling with it. And then after we've studied the rule a bit, we're going to have you practice on your own. and write down some of your own examples for the rule. Sometimes I'll give you a prompt for writing a sentence. Sometimes I'll have you kind of think more on your own about a sentence. And again, if you are having troubles, please don't hesitate to check in with me and I can kind of help you along with it. And again, you're going to submit all of those examples to a Google Doc form, and that will be part of your grade for each quarter, is having watched those videos and completed accurately those exercises. And then at the very end of the session, I just have a rule assignment reminder for you to remember to fill out that Google Doc form, submit that. Of course, again, it's part of your grade. I list the link to it. The link, you might not be able to, or you probably won't be able to click on it in the YouTube video that I'll have, but I'll send the link in the weekly overview usually, and then I'll have these PowerPoints posted on my Moodle page that you can get to them there. And otherwise, I just have a quick reminder to keep using the rule throughout your writing, in other classes, throughout the year to just practice it in general. Hopefully that gave you kind of a starting understanding of how these video sessions will be set up. Don't worry right now, you'll get used to it as we go throughout the year as you have more practice with it. And again, always let me know if you have any questions with them. Until later, bye-bye.